Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Today's character I've just rolled is Maggie. So this will be interesting. Hopefully. Here's the seed. And we start off with 4 health, a little less speed, and the ability to heal 1 full red heart. And that is Maggie. Not really any advantages, and then the speed down is a disadvantage. So we've got a little bit of our work cut out for us to start off. But beyond that, we're probably going to be fine. Good thing I didn't accidentally pick that up right away. That would have been unfortunate. Secret room is here, but I don't have any bombs yet. So I can't really go there. It's above this room. That's an implied door, pretty much, as I call them. Which just means that this room always likes to have a door on the top. And if there isn't one, that's because it's the secret room. Now, of course, on the first floor, I don't really trust anything regarding secret rooms. That is only next to 2 rooms, so it gives me the idea that I'm probably right, or there's another room above it that I haven't gotten to yet. Sorry, I started pressing up when I said above. Anyway. See what's in our item room. I'm not going to keep the D10. I never use it. It allows you to reroll the enemies once every room. And I find that you just get a bunch of enemies that are way harder most of the time. Because they're all random, their interactions with one another are a lot tougher to deal with. And it just never seems worthwhile to me. But occasionally you have some really, really annoying enemies and you reroll them and life is great. Since this is the first floor, I don't really care if I get hit. So I'll just deal with Ragman the slow and painful way, as is the only way. Always a sucky boss. And that's just the world I've accepted that I live in. But at least he's just throwing his head so far, and I can deal damage to him that way. Until he resurrects one dude. That's the worst. Until he resurrects a second dude. Oh, this is just awful. Stop becoming the Ragmancer. I don't have any rags I need mance. Friend. Be my friend, Ragman. I just want to get along with you. Alright, we got along well enough there for a little bit. Tears and shot speed up gives me red tears, but that doesn't affect my damage. Remember, I have to go back for the soul heart, and I'm going to go ahead and clear the floor this time. For Maggie, I don't think there's any reason I should focus on boss rush, because the chance I get it is just pretty low because of my speed, my starting speed. I'll probably actually play that a little bit. Unlikely I get anything other than a couple cents, but you never know. Ooh, nice. Obviously not going to waste my hearts there. Okay, so 2 cents. I can go for 2 more. You feel blessed. Angel room. Screw it. I'm gonna go to the shop now. Be funny if I died at one of the fires. But I'm gonna go ahead and shoot all the fires in this here room. Of course, only the true red fires really matter, since they'll actually try to kill me. But this lets me play one more time in there. And this lets me get both a key and a heart, so I can play 2 more times. I'm just trying to get that angel room teleport at this point, since I know that that's my chance. And this one will probably be enough to get that. And now I have the wafer, which makes all damage I take only half of a heart. So, excellent. And though I could play a little more here, I'm just going to peace out. Because the next thing that I'm likely to get... Alright, let's see if I get a statue. I won't fight it. Yeah, I was just hoping I could get an angel room item out of it. I didn't. And I don't want to fight the statues, so I'm just going to leave. That was still a pretty good overall, you know, everything went well. That was a good choice. That's the thing I did. Been a while since I've taken advantage of a sacrifice room. Been a while since I've had a good situation where it was convenient and not gonna harm me overall. So I don't know. That was just the first time in a while it's been like a really good play that was also safe. Safe enough to risk. So having the wafer will double my health in sacrifice rooms, meaning I could probably play that kind of thing more. But also in the late game, when everything normally does a full heart, everything does a half heart now, because everything does a half heart in the entire game. And so I am not scared of many things. Come over here. Do it again. Alright, we're almost there. You and me, buddy. Thank you. Explosivo. If I get a speed up this floor, I'll take it. That's the way I'm gonna play that one. Explosivo's real bad most of the time, but it can increase your damage output. Still, it also can really screw you over when you're planning on killing something and then dodging around that. It just changes the way you have to dodge, basically. Because your tears won't damage an enemy if they stick to them, which means that you can't plan around, you know, I know this enemy is going to die right now. And that's something I do a lot. Explosivo makes it impossible. So that's kind of a reason that my playstyle and that item don't really fit together very well. Part of the reason I don't like it, beyond the fact that it's super risky. Oh wow, that was close. So it's just one of those things that I will deal with the way that I said I would. If I get to speed up this floor of any kind or amount, then I will take it. Technically a speed up, I guess, even if it's not active right away. But I didn't specify my case well enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and accept the consequences. That will be 0.3 speed up if I'm down to half a heart, half a red heart, or less, and any number of soul hearts on top of it. So Explosivo allows my tears to stick to enemies and increase in size. That was unfortunate of me. Once they get to a certain size, they'll do my damage plus 60 in an explosion. Curse of the Tower is not for me. As you can see, it can be a little tough to kill things sometimes. So I'm not healing for a reason right now, and that reason is I'd like to activate Whore of Babylon so I can have that speed up so I can escape if I need to escape an Explosivo tier. The chance for an Explosivo tier also seems pretty high. Most of the time, and then sometimes it's just like, I don't feel like shooting for a little bit. Just don't mind me. So we'll see how I'm doing next floor. I don't know about my health right now. Probably one or one half soul heart. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Thank you for cooperating. I wasn't sure if that would actually damage those dudes. Some explosions don't damage some enemies, namely them. I believe. Doesn't help me for you to be Explosivo'd. You know it. Alright, we're good. Need to get rid of these red hearts. I need devil rooms. So the nice thing about that angel room is that doesn't count for Angel Room Precedent, and I can get it even if I've already locked in Devil Room. So if I went to a Sacrifice Room again, I would be able to get that same exact situation. Get a nice Angel Room for free, and still get a Devil Room afterward. But of course I wouldn't be able to get a Devil Room on that floor, because it is one or the other, just like always. So I picked up Infestation 2. Every time I kill an enemy, it spawns a spider for me, and those spiders do 2.5 times my damage. So that's super good, and gets like totally ridiculous in a very short period of time. The feather is 0.2 damage up for every evil item of a certain variety that I possess. Whore of Babylon might count for that. Not 100% on that. I don't know the list, but Whore of Babylon might count. Of course, I'm only bombing there for the chance of a magic mushroom. These pills are pretty much not worth using most of the time. Gonna not take experimental treatment, but here's the kind of Devil Room I'm looking for. Take Goat Head, and I take this. I could have taken both of those items, but it wasn't honestly worth it, because I would have a bad familiar in my first slot, and I don't need that familiar for anything. It's actually pretty much useless. So Goat Head guarantees that every Devil or Angel Room shows up after the boss room, if it's possible for it to, and that it stays open for me. Abaddon removes all of my red hearts, gives me 6 black hearts, 1.5 damage up, 0.2 speed up, and a chance to fear enemies with my tears. So it's real good. And that kind of fixed all of my problems, because now I have Whore of Babylon active as well for having 1/2 a red heart or less. And I get 1.5 damage up and 0.3 speed up, so I ended up with 0.5 speed up. And I still feel kind of slow. Go figure. Not going to play the Sacrifice Room with this kind of health. And I'm not taking experimental treatment because it usually screws me over. Randomly raises or lowers each of my stats. Well, each of my important stats. Alright. As you can see, those do quite a lot of damage. I was correct about the plus 60, I believe. But unfortunately, they do prevent me from doing actual damage if they keep shooting like they just did against Mega Fatty. Now this is a room where I fully embrace my Explosivo overlords, because these guys suck to fight and shoot at in general. So having something that just means they die, pretty useful. I will go to this cursed room, I guess. I have extra health. I don't have extra soul hearts, unfortunately. By the way, if they're in the wall, they won't, yeah. Golden heart attaches to my topmost heart. If I lose it, I get a bunch of money drops. Random money drops. So that means they can be sticky nickels and such, because they are all pennies that can be replaced by other coins. So, not always nice, but usually pretty nice. Alright. I feel wind can never hit dudes, because my tears always stick to them without doing damage. I'm trying to play around it, though. That was silly. I'll just let it happen. And then the spider handled it like, I'm not letting it happen. How inconsiderate can one human be? Asks the spider. Not knowing what it means to be human. Okay. Item room. What do you got? Oh, Proptosis, no fire rate penalty. Gives you a scaling damage multiplier based on the distance your tier has traveled. Well, over your range, I believe, technically. 2.0 at the closest and 1.3 at the farthest, so it's always a significant damage up. And I think that Explosivo, when it activates, will lock the tier's damage at whatever it was at that distance. So that means that's pretty strong. Nah, I don't need that. It's just a small chance that I get soul hearts instead of non-specific hearts, which isn't that big a deal when you have this health and you're playing how I'm playing right now. See, that is annoying, because those enemies are on a timer. If I can't hit them, I have a problem. Alright. A secret room, man. But I don't know where it is. I want to get out of there. And there. Alright, I'm going to move over here now. 0.6 speed up, some amount of range up, and shot height up. It's a useful guy. No, I didn't move soon enough. And this is much more useful than my current item, so that's fine. Top secret room I'm not finding, secret room I'm not finding either. Alright, we're good. So this shoots the lasers out in 4 directions. Does a bunch of damage, it's good. 50% chance that it does the spinning thing that Krampus's lasers can do. It's not the most useful, it's not the least useful. The spinning thing sucks. But used properly against a boss, can pretty much destroy that boss instantly. That was not the right time to use that. Anyway, I will absolutely spend money. Alright, well that solves one problem. 5 more bombs and immunity to explosions. Explosions, in fact, heal me for a full red heart, which of course doesn't matter with this build, but the thought is there. So now I don't have to fear Explosivo, except that it makes my tiers not damage enemies. Which is still important, but less so. Since I don't have to worry about being near an enemy when the tier explodes. My life is drastically improved. See, now I think I could make boss rush. Screw it, I'll go for it. Why not? I have a good build, I'm fast. Got all that stuff going for me. Look at that. Range up. Sure. Using the strength is a worthwhile trade for a free Guppy's Tail. More chest drops, less other drops. It's cool. Alright, that's fine. Pandora's box isn't worth using on this floor, it's just 20 coins. And Cursed Eye wouldn't be better for this build. Goodness gracious. I can't escape the Explosivo. I don't know for sure if there's a point where a luck value that gives you always Explosivo every time. But I kind of hope not. It'd be a good challenge, though. Because it's kind of like doing a pacifist thing. Except way, way worse because you have to dodge the explosions of your tiers as well. Which means you have to actually stay away from the enemies completely rather than just like barely enough away from them. Cancer's -2 fire rate delay. Rotten Baby spawns a kamikaze fly. And every time that kamikaze fly is used up, it spawns another one. That item is a chance that I don't get damaged by a tier that hits me, which is good. Don't do this to me. I'm in a hurry here. Not that much of a hurry. Let's see what you got. I'll buy the soul heart and the key. Be on my way. Alright, we've got a chance. Head of the keeper. My tiers will get gigantic, so that's good. Makes it so that my tiers turn into coins. Okay, so I want Polaroid. My tiers are now coins. When a coin tier hits an enemy, it's a chance that a coin is dropped a penny specifically. So it's always a penny, and it's never lucky. Neither of these is worth fighting 15 waves of boss rush, unfortunately. But it's not like I really lost anything for coming here. I went to the item room, I went to the shop, I even bought some stuff. Got to go to my devil room that I decided wasn't worth it. It's all good. And of course I have the cancer trinket, so my fire rate's already good. Every time, dude, I'm gonna mess up in this room. So overall, the pennies are gonna be worthless at this point in time, since it's not like I need money, and they can't be lucky, they can't be nickels or dimes or anything. But the tier size up is cool. It's not a damage up, though. Easy to think your tiers are obviously larger. Must be a damage up. That's not the case. But the coins get really, really big and really hard to see through when you have Explosivo, so that's always fun. Which is truly what I'm here for, right? There's the tinted rock. Makes up the health I lost. I was really feeling like I was gonna get Conquest. 3 nickels, wow. And 1 was sticky. That's actually pretty good. Heck yeah. So this item allows me to damage myself to gain damage, 1.2 damage per use. But if I'm invincible from the Polaroid, I can just spam it as much as I want while I'm invincible, and it'll keep increasing my damage. I need more keys. I need to not just use my keys. So basically this is a switch. I got hit. Now I can hit everything way harder, and my Explosivo tiers can be stupid. They can get so stupidly large, you won't even believe it. Alright, that's enough keys for the chest. But the problem is, of course, since I have Guppy's tail, I'll get more drops of chests in the chest, and I probably won't be able to get those, like, used. We'll see, though. I'm just gonna stock up for now, not use any. I'll grab that key, though. Guess there are only these dudes. Okay. We're good. Don't see the tinted rock in there. And that mess of stuff. So I guess it's not here. Alright, boss. Good fight. I don't think either of those necessary. I'll fight Hush. It's gonna get silly, so I should probably do it. All I have to do is get hit a couple times and everything becomes great. Homing tears. Neat. Not really worth anything. And now I have something to spend some money on. May as well buy the Steam sale. 2 of clubs and a key. You can have the rest of my cash. Dead bird spawns if I get hit. Hunts enemies down, does 2 damage per hit. It's not very useful. I've got to save my keys. So I'm not going to worry if I get hit, because that just means turn my life into spam. And that's just the first one, of course. Remember, I do have the wafer, so getting hit isn't a huge deal. Should get a lot of this going on. Tears so large that I can't adequately dodge tears because I can't see them from underneath my tears. That's, you know, the good life. Of course, Hush will scale my damage to not enough. Thank you, Infamy. You are truly the hero. Oh dear. Alright. I'm getting in, like, just enough of Hush's tears visible to be able to make these dodges. It's pretty great. Wow, I've never used this as a safe spot before. Can't say I'd like to do that again in the future. If that becomes a thing that I can avoid. Oh, thank you for not hitting me. That was very appreciated. Like I said, none of these tiers can be lucky. Or none of these coins can be lucky. Sure, good enough. Okay. Uh-oh, he's not even up. See, sometimes you just need to stop shooting so that you can freaking see what you're doing. This is the only thing I really hate about this fantastic fight. When Hush just won't stay up for you to attack. And sometimes stays down for like a minute straight. Just turns it into a game of, when am I allowed to attack? And it gets stupid. But we won. Now we just need to collect 2 more keys. And we can at least get the first 4 items from the chest. So that's something. Oh god, my tears became so wussy. What is this? Well, those things still die really fast. Did it, like, think I kept some of my damage? Did the spiders keep some of the damage or something? This could be my keys. Or not. I got another luck up. So, of course, the more Explosivo I get, clearly the better, right? That's how that works. So, I got no keys. Thank you. Same time, at least I got to select some good stuff out of the Hush floor. I don't get it. You're dying so quickly. What is my life? Also, please help. That helped. Oh. Well, at least that couldn't have hurt me. The Explosivo part of things. Okay, didn't hit me. That's good luck. I'm gonna have to full clear just to hope to get keys. Ridiculous. Well, I got one though, so maybe not so ridiculous. Come on, help me out. Be ultimate, bro. Gonna have to do that again. You can give me a key. Let's look at this tinted rock here. Or it could do that. Also a nice option. Don't forget about it. There's my key. I'll finish clearing though. Oh, that was unfortunate. Fortunately, can avoid that chest. Well, you're screwed. Kind of have to play the beggar at this point. Okay. See, he gave me a key. It was worth it. And that could be justice or judgment or something that gets me a nice free item in the chest for the cost of a bomb, or it could be the lovers. That's another option. Equally sufficient. Alright, well, we ended up with 5. That's pretty okay. Oh, wow, I made it through. I don't believe it. Of course, I won't be able to get more keys from chests on the chest. The only option will be getting lucky room drops, which means not getting items. The luckiest room drop is just a regular chest, of course. So we'll see. Wow, those went really flying over there. Oops, I like how I walked into... It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so what do we got? Dad's key. I can fight Mega Stan. Sweet. Mom's wig. I figured that'd be my third mom item. So I get a trailing knife behind me from the mom transformation. It's a full damage knife. I just can't throw it. The wig is as long as I'm holding shoot, there's a chance that I'll spawn a spider, and it can have up to 5 spiders spawn from that at one time. Like total. You can have 5 spiders that came from it. You can't spawn 5 at the exact same time. I think you have a chance by the frame. I'm gonna see if I get a reroll of some sort. I don't need that. The black bean is bad. And I'm not missing out by not having it. So I'll fight Blue Baby and then I'll fight Mega Satan. I don't think I'm gonna go for the full clear. Because I don't have tons of keys. That's my true problem here. Not enough keys. It's a sad life, you know? I'm also not getting many chests, which is weird. Good. Drops a coin for me every few rooms. No real value in that, but besides literal value, of course. So many of these are so sticky. But those can be lucky, so it's at least got that going for it. It's fine. The bomb propelled me to make that dodge earlier than I planned. It still works, just that could have been bad. Piercing tears and a speed up. Explosivo tears will still stick just the same. But otherwise, my tears will just go through enemies nice and easy. Just like that dodge. 0.5 damage up and a 1.5 damage multiplier. Good item. No one's hitting me with the luck ups, man. It's really funny how few of the tears actually get to pierce, but how much damage gets done when they do. Like, that's... it's pretty evident, too. Gotta appreciate it. Darn, guessed wrong right at the end. But I'm never getting any items. Guppy's tail's slacking on the job, man. I got a key in the chest. That never happens. Ridiculous. Video game, why? I just activated that myself, because why not? Just needed that money. It was going to change the game for me. Now I really want to use this key. Help me. It's not helping me at all. You know that, don't you? I hate looking for the secret room in the chest as well. Second Steam sale, everything's free. It's true, just, you know, there are no more shops, so it doesn't really matter if everything's free. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. This is a joke, right? Wow, what a joke. Ah, dang it. That's fine. Well, I'll just do this for a little bit. Just mash really fast. Alright, that'll do. This will hurt a little to look at. For which I apologize. But as you can see, it's rather effective. Let's do this again. That spider's gonna hurt. Oh man, I found the safe spot. No, I didn't. I lied. Alright, that should do. Oh god, that tear was so big when it stuck. Alright, that was good stuff. Played Maggie to Maggie, as much as that means, I suppose. And it worked out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.